What's going on, everyone? Daniel Rodriguez here, aka Big D. It's time to review another episode of One Punch Man. Of course, Season 1, Episode 2, titled The Lone Cyborg. A spoiler review. If you've not seen the episode, go to kissanime.com, One Punch Man. Look up anywhere, basically. You could end up finding the episode, either downloading it or see it streaming. Man, let's get right to it. Here we go, spoilers, so make sure you have seen the episode. Like I said, reviewed the first episode, man. Very, very awesome episode. I give it an A-. Let's see which one this does. And I review anime differently from TV shows and movie reviews, by the way, so the way I see them are differently. I really enjoyed this episode, guys. Honestly, I loved the opening, the animation of it. Of course, a bunch of mosquitoes are coming along, and I don't know every single character's name. Okay, I don't know I've only seen 2 episodes, episode 1 and episode 2, so I don't know everybody's name. Genos, you could call him that, Genos. And then you have Satama. I have the name right here. Excuse me for that. His name is. We have the main guy's name. It is, of course, the One Punch Man himself. I'm new at this, guys. So please bear with me here. Bear with me. We have what's his name? It's loading. Either way, the mosquito came down and Satama. Let's just call him that. I wish he had an easier name, but okay. And that happens, man. And I love how he's just watering the plants and just his straight face. And then just... and he just tries to grab the mosquito. So Genos comes into town. And, you know, he's a good guy, which I was very surprised. I thought he was going to be the big bad of the episode. I was like, oh, this guy is acquiring target. And then after that, he ended up fighting the big mosquito lady who ended up, like... He took her legs and then... She took his arm, and then he ended up being ripped apart. But, of course, you know, our hero comes out, and I just love it because he's looking at the mosquito in the sky and everything, and all of a sudden, the mosquitoes come, Genos does this big explosion, he's naked, and he's like, wow. Just like that, just like huh, like that. I just love the way he does that, all of a straight face. And then, of course... The queen's not dead. She comes back out and she's like, ha ha, I'm stronger. I don't need my mosquitoes. And then she ends up fighting Genos, basically destroying him almost. He's going to self-destruct, but of course, our hero comes, boom, and ends up destroying her, blood everywhere. So, of course, Genos ends up saying, like, oh, you saved me, sensei. You know, may I be under your wing? You know, will you teach me all that? So, you know, he goes and he goes to his apartment. He talks to him. He ends up telling him like a freaking 5-minute story about his life. And then I love how he's just kind of like you know, Satama. He's just like, all right, enough. Just say it in 20 minutes, Jesus, and be done with it. I love how he's so paranoid. And then he ended up saying, you know, we see a tease for the next villain or the big bad of the season, you know, where this guy who has like a bunch of screens of different villains and everything, like an evolution, the House of Evolution, and that's going to be the next big bad, I believe. So, of course, we have more enemies coming towards Satama and Genos. And, of course, that is the Beast King, and then we have this gorilla, you know, who's in armor. And then we have a frog and another species, and then it's just a big old fight, man. Genos ends up taking the gorilla, and then Satama, I love how he just kind of kicks the lion's ass, the Beast King's ass, and then the gopher or whatever, the one that crawls underground, he's like, oh shit, and he crawls underground, and he's like, found you. Just like that, all of a sudden, like all random. It's like, surprise, motherfucker. Just like that. And then he ended up destroying him as well. So, a very funny episode, man. Had the comedy, it had the action, the animation was perfect in this episode. Has awesome animation. Favorite animation is when the Beast King was swiping his claws, and of course, Saitama was, dodging it and everything. So I love the animation there, man. Very awesome animation. It's just an enjoyable episode, honestly. I thought episode 1 was really good. I think it was great at times. I think this episode was good at times and great at times. It had the slow moments, of course, the beginning when the mosquitoes and everything. It kind of had a slow build up, but then once the comedy came in, Saitama came in, he was naked and everything, and he did all his jokes. And Genos is a very interesting character, and I really liked his background. I like how he became the cyborg and how he needs to go after the cyborg, and all that I think was just a fantastic story. Even though most people were probably like, enough already. But you know, it was really interesting for me. So honestly, this Lone Cyborg episode was, I have to say, I enjoyed it more than the premiere, man. Which I'm not saying the premiere is a bad episode. I think it was a great episode. I think this one was another great episode. I don't think it was a bad episode. I honestly think that it had the humor. It had the action. Now, the first episode had a variety of other villains. But, you know, this one was fun as well. And very brutal. And I'm kind of thinking, does he know that he's causing all this destruction, man? So anyway, I'm going to give this episode an A-, The Lone Cyborg. I think it was another great episode, guys. So comment down below. Let me know what did you think about this episode. I really appreciate it. And also, if you want to support the channel, you really like this, and you want to see more, man, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I really would appreciate that. I'll be seeing you all very soon. Don't forget to do TV show reviews, movie reviews, video game related topics, and now anime. Reviews, man. So once I finish One Punch Man, I'll be going to Tokyo Ghoul. Get ready for that, baby. So anyway, shout out to Eric Solis. I don't know if you're watching or not, but shout out to that guy who is a pain in my ass, but yet he is he's a okay guy. He's an okay guy. So yeah, you. So that guy. Anyway, I'll see you all very soon. Love each and every one of y'all. Peace and love. Bye bye. Also remember, what the stunk?